You gotta take ivermectin or they'll make you grow pumpkins.
Hey, you're listening to Seltzerquest. We explore the wild world of hard seltzer, canned wine, kombucha, and so many other beverages so that you don't have to. We suffer for our art because we believe that suffering makes for good content. And if you like hearing us suffer, subscribe to us on YouTube and Spotify, like, rate, comment, share, and tell your friends and family about us. Follow us on Instagram at Seltzerquest. Form a parasocial relationship with Derek. Invent your own hard seltzer line for us to review. However you want to engage works for us. Contact information at the end. Now let's do a podcast.
Welcome, listeners, to another episode of Seltzerquest, where we are having breakfast at 8:15 p.m.
Woo. I'm so excited.
It's
I
the
love
Rebel
caffeine.
Hard Coffee episode.
You don't even like eggs.
I don't like
You
eggs.
fucking bitch. What do you got against eggs?
I just don't like them.
What? They're fucking incredible.
They're a good component of things.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't like them on their own.
Really?
That
That makes sense for tomatoes, but do you eat tomatoes?
I love tomatoes.
Like on their own, just 100%. Just,
Depends on the cultivar, but yes.
oh God, we are different people. Where are we friends again?
That's a good question.
That's not weird.
You don't
How did that
have to
happen?
be the same person to be friends.
Yeah, but
God.
also I don't respect him, so.
Well, that's okay because I don't
Okay.
respect you, so it
Oh
works.
my God, same. Oh, wow, we have so much in common.
So anyway, it's the Rebel Hard Coffee episode. We're doing Rebel Hard Coffee, and before we get into them, let's introduce ourselves. In chair one, as always, I'm Merlin. In chair two,
It's a me, Derek, not Chris
and
Pratt.
in chair three. All right. Now,
Coffee time. Coffee
I
time.
have an idea about how I want to do these, but if anyone else has input, which one would you
I
like
can't
first?
actually see. So I feel like vanilla.
then chocolate, then caramel, then
Okay,
pumpkin.
so vanilla should probably be after the chocolate, just
Alright.
because chocolate is very forceful, and if
Alright.
we want to taste the bourbon caramel,
That's fair. We'll start with the Mocha Latte then.
woo!
And there are not nutrition facts on these. However, they're 5% alcohol by volume. They're a malt beverage. They're not gluten free. Brewed with Arabica coffee. They're produced by 12-5 Beverage Company, Limited Liability Corporation in Neenah, Wisconsin.
Nina is an actual. It's like Neener, but
You're right. You're right. Wisconsin is a strange place.
I've never been, so.
It's probably worth your time. It's like the only one of the bordering states that's any good.
Oh my.
Uh,
Can I read this aloud? A dramatic
free.
reading? Okay.
yeah.
12-5's Rebel Hard Coffee. Drink different. Gotta love that. For those who seek experience over ordinary.
So is that copyright?
12-5's Rebel satisfies the senses with the spirit to keep things social. Dangerously delicious with a creamy blend of Colombian coffee and an indulgent flavors that takes you to the fringes of extraordinary. There's a little rebel in all of us. Also, they have Rebel TM, so
Yep.
they can get fucked
so
for
you can actually-
trademarking Rebel.
Well, you can also see on the vanilla latte can this line was originally called Brown Bomber. Nobody called it that, so they ditched the branding.
Also, there's like
What?
a little
Where-
bit of undertone there
Oh
that could
my
be
God.
misconstrued.
Yeah.
It's a reach,
Yeah, well, so are most of those.
I suppose. Anyway, let's start with the Mocha Latte here, and these do contain milk. So
So I looked up
Are
the nutrition
dairy-
facts. They have not dared to share anything other than the cold brew. Probably because these are probably also 400 calories.
I'm
a
sure
can.
these are terrible for you.
Yeah.
But hopefully they taste good.
And these are brewed with real coffee, so I think
Ooh,
we
it
got to go
smells
back
nice.
to what Derek was saying about the Pabst Hard Coffee. Is like, what's the use case for this?
Okay, was the Pabst Hard Coffee good?
Yes.
It wasn't bad.
I listened to the episode while I was still figuring out some of my medication dosages, and I remember listening to it. I cannot
So
remember
the
the
phrase
outcome.
peanut butter M&Ms might come to mind because at least one of them tasted like peanut butter M&Ms.
Oh, I need to find them.
They're pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, they're fine. I think just the sweet one is probably the good one. The cold brew one was kind of watery and weird.
It's kind of lame.
So this is nice, but I also don't taste the alcohol in it, and
Hmm?
I very much doubt.
I tasted it the first sip, and I can't taste it anymore.
Which isn't that the goal?
Yes. I also don't taste the chocolate.
Yeah, the chocolate's definitely there. I like it. If
No, you know what? If I think about this not as a mocha, but as chocolate milk, I can taste it.
That's true. Because a little bit
So-
of bitterness, you kind of like go like, oh, that's just the coffee, but really it's the alcohol.
Yeah, no, you can smell the alcohol when you bring the can up to your nose.
This
but-
is going to be great for our chalky milk episode.
Oh man, it really is.
Oh, imagine it with like an extra shot of something in it and ice cream.
It's like one of those half pint little boxes of Schroeder chocolate milk.
Schroeder?
Did
I
neither
know.
of you go to public school?
No.
So different dairies operate in different sections of the country.
I suppose.
I had
Um,
MacArthur.
Oh,
I had Dairyland.
just a little carton of chocolate milk, whatever brand it was.
Yeah, we all had
Yeah,
that.
That's what this tastes like.
really.
It's nice. It's a
No,
little-
it's not that.
a little
It has-
nostalgia trip.
It's like that. So, I've had coffee since I was about 2,
Mhm.
and
Clearly
they
does not
would-
stunt your growth.
No, it did not.
It stunted mine.
Well, I mean, we've already determined I'm a mutant.
That's true.
But they would make me coffee milk, and it would be like half coffee, half milk.
Right.
And this reminds me of when they added some chocolate syrup to it.
Again, I've probably blown out my taste buds, but I cannot taste coffee in this even a little bit.
I could finish one of these in an instant.
Oh, I could easily finish it. Like, it tastes good.
It's wonderful.
However,
You really
I'm
can't
brought
taste the
back to
coffee?
what's the use case for something like this? Like Derek was postulating in the Pabst episode, this is like, okay, let's go, day 2 of Coachella.
Yeah.
Breakfast on vacation.
Yeah, but when I think breakfast on vacation, I usually don't think a can.
Ooh, okay, so we're rinsing out the glasses and it's milky water.
Poo-poo water. Yum, yum, yum.
We love it. Yeah, I mean, it's not to taste good. It's just
Down the hatch.
It is weird that we drink that.
Well, how else are we gonna get rid of it? You don't have a dump bucket.
I could get one.
And besides, caffeine's a diuretic and alcohol.
So is alcohol.
Oh,
Too, so.
yeah. That's why I do the weird poop.
Our next thing here is a vanilla latte,
Yeah.
and let's see how this goes. It's the same color as the mocha latte.
I mean, if it's
It's maybe a half tone lighter.
It does
okay, so
taste-
I'm getting it's very strong vanilla on the nose.
Yep.
Yep, I smell the coffee in this one up front.
Oh, I want this. I'm gonna get a little bit
They're
extra.
taking it. They're taking it from us. Merlin, what will we do?
They can have it. I like
I
this
like
one
it.
less.
Really?
I get a little bit more coffee. I like it more.
Me too.
This to me tastes like nothing so much as a molten frappuccino.
Is that bad?
I don't like frappuccini.
You know, you're a frappachumpy.
So I haven't had a frappuccino in about
16 years.
7 years
It was
because
the
I started
most-
losing weight. I was like, it's not worth it. It's
Ah,
not worth it.
that
This
is-
is good.
Now you know what? Drinking it quicker. That I actually like. I like it when I drink it fast.
Pound
I don't
it?
know what the difference is, but it tastes better when I drink it
So
fast.
so what I'm hearing is we need to all do a soup and then fucking pound it and see what happens.
That
don't
is the
have
natural
to. That
implication.
is the
God
natural
damn it! I just want to watch Derek chug the soup and then
Yeah.
have weird poop. You good, buddy?
Yeah, I just never want to hear about any of that ever again.
Okay. Do you want me to
All right.
use my nails?
Nah, it's all good. I got it. We got the limited edition. I don't know what the limit is to this edition. Limited edition bourbon caramel latte, and this one says that it contains caramel color, so it's probably going to be a little darker.
Ooh, I can't wait. I love caramel. It's really not darker.
It's really not. It's really not. It's the same color as the mocha.
It's darker than the vanilla, but it's the same color as the mocha.
Yeah. I smell the bourbon.
Ooh, yeah. I like it. By smell.
Not a bourbon guy, but it might be good in this.
Mm. No, I like this.
I'll have like 50 of those, please.
Oh, this smooths the fuck out of the bourbon too. Like you can taste it, then you can taste how they improve it.
It's not really a coffee drink though.
Well, it's true. And yeah, you're right. I can't taste the coffee in this.
There's no coffee.
It's leaving a film in my mouth, which is not great. But
I will have more of it, but no, it's not a coffee drink.
I really don't like bourbon, guys.
You're a pussy.
and that's okay.
I'm sorry.
That is
Sorry,
valid.
that's an offense to pussies.
But does this anywhere on there? Does it actually say how much caffeine is in it?
No, they don't have any information on these bitches. All you can find at the.
I mean, this one says sweet and savory, but
That's it. They aren't required to and do not offer the nutrition facts for these drinks.
bullshit.
They only supply it for the cold brew. That's it. Because it's a good look. Because it's 115 calories. And that's like great or whatever.
Okay, so fall bitches.
All right.
Are we chuggy?
It's October. This is the first episode we're recording in the month of October. And so we got to get some pumpkin shit in here. And I don't know about you two, but I am a slut for a pumpkin spice latte. And we got a hard pumpkin spice latte here.
Wait, are you
Wait,
telling
do
me?
you like pumpkin spice with actual pumpkin in it?
Yes.
Or yes.
Of course.
I mean,
More
yes
like
to
that.
both.
Okay, wait.
I mean,
Between the two
the
of you,
pumpkin spices, the pumpkin pie spice blend is fucking delicious. I mean, it's allspice,
I
nutmeg,
like pumpkins.
cloves,
I like pumpkin
cinnamon.
pie. I like baking spice. I like spices in general, and I like coffee. So I like me a pumpkin spice latte. And I know it makes me a basic white girl, but you know,
more so than the gay man at the table.
yeah,
Like-
I like pumpkins, Derek.
I mean, but honestly though, people get mad at white people for not liking spices, but then they also get mad at them for liking pumpkin pie spices, which it's fucking cinnamon and allspice and nutmeg and a little bit of clove if you're feeling frisky. So like, can't win for losing.
Anyway, this is my hot take. Pumpkin spice is actually really good.
yes,
Yeah,
it is.
Well, I like to watch
I
men
wonder
enjoy
if
pumpkins.
so. I wonder if this is one of the pumpkin.
So to all of our
Flavored
male
ones?
listeners, Derek has a question for you.
Yes. If you have a penis,
Oh,
have you ever fucked a pumpkin?
And the follow-up question
Or a
is,
cantaloupe.
would you ever?
or a cantaloupe.
No,
And
specifically a pumpkin.
No,
Specifically
it's a
a pumpkin?
specific. I also am interested in
Don't
the answer to that
forget-
question.
also, don't forget if you're doing that, when you cut the hole in, you want to use
You want to bevel
you
the
want-
edge.
yeah. You want to make the edge a little bit bigger so that way the hard
So you don't scrape yourself.
line, yeah, you don't want that scraping.
Okay.
M has carved a pumpkin for someone before.
Oh, to do that?
No.
Oh, how about for fisting?
No.
No. Okay. I got
Why would you
excited,
fist
sorry.
a pumpkin?
Because it helps you get ready for the idea of putting your dick in there. 'Cause-
No, but I have been on certain portions of the internet / seen the
Have
Nick
you seen-
Offerman American Ham special where he discusses you wanna make the
I
edge a
love
little
that
bit
that's
bigger.
discussed.
Just-
I suddenly
just a
love
little
Nick
bit
Offerman
bigger.
so much more. We are kindred spirits.
Anyway, this is the lightest of the bunch in terms of color. It smells great.
And it actually smells just a teensy bit like pumpkin. I hope it actually has pumpkin. Does it have pumpkin?
Oh, you're asking me?
You know, it leans really hard into ginger of all things. There's maybe a little pumpkin there. I don't know. That might just be the smell. But
I mean, I
it's-
like it.
I really like this. This is very good.
Oh no.
I'm distressed by how much I like this.
Wow.
Don't worry, I'm not going to fight you for it.
No, like what this means now is that we can't just pour it out at the end.
Oh, well, of course not.
We have to finish all
Anytime I
of them.
unironically like something, I finish it.
Party. Oh, you're like that guy from Ratatouille. The,
Okay.
The food critic.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm actually
if
gonna-
I don't like it, I spit it out.
I'm
Yeah.
actually going to have just a little bit more.
You're
of
right.
this
I am
one.
like the food critic from
and
Ratatouille.
and what I'm going to do,
Glad that
I'm going
pleases
to
you.
mix the pumpkin one with a little bit of the caramel, the bourbon caramel, because I'm trash.
Oh my god, that's so good.
I think it's also good. Yes.
Honey, try this.
I don't know if I'm.
Derek, it's okay. You don't have to be enthusiastic about it. Two of us are.
I
that
got better.
mellows it out. You might not like this one because
I probably will not.
Would you like to try it?
Bourbon tastes like Sharpies and wax to me, but I'll give it a go.
The pumpkin.
Very
kinda
delicious
rounds
Sharpies
it.
and wax, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
So mix the pumpkin spice latte with the bourbon caramel if you're not a bourbon fan, and you'll love it.
I will equivocate on that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're available at the same time.
No.
The bourbon caramel is their summer release. The pumpkin spice is their fall release.
Why do we have to limit this? Like, I'm sure we have access to pumpkin spice year round, one way or another.
I mean, if
Even
you
to
know
the-
me, then I'll just make you fall spice things whenever. Like,
Yeah.
All
I mean,
spices is
spices
bad.
don't-
I just think it's a really
readily-
weird, contrived thing for the world and society to have done. Just take something excellent such as this, as the concept of pumpkin spice, and go, we're only going to have it for like 2 or 3 months.
It's inducing demand through scarcity.
Ugh, it's disgusting.
You can only sell it for a limited amount of time, but you
If-
sell more of it overall.
If I
this
ever
way.
overtook this government, that would be my first decree. Pumpkin
Pumpkins
spice
year-round.
all year. And I know that's the basic gay thing to do. And also I
Yeah,
understand.
you know what? Put me in your cabinet for some legitimacy with the straights. I'll demand it.
Exactly. You can be my Fauci.
You're goddamn right.
Be my Fauci.
The Fauci,
Oh.
the Fauci of pumpkin spice.
Oh.
That's adorable. I could totally see it.
Oh, and you know what? I'm sure we get some backlash for this because someone would be like, the gays and the Jews are trying to get us to grow pumpkins.
Ruin God's creation. Trying to get us to sodomize them.
Oh God, this is going to be a
Protect our
wild
children.
episode.
Protect our children. Protect our fucking pumpkins. I said fucking pumpkins. No. Oh God.
You gotta take ivermectin or they'll make you grow pumpkins.
That's what
or
the
the what is it, the bleach, inject bleach.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, don't forget to inject bleach.
and make you make pumpkin bread.
Oh
give
my
you the
God.
give you the mark of the yeast.
Oh, my God.
Listeners, help. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
Yahweh, more like Yah gay.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Absolute
Please do that again.
stan.
Okay.
Okay, so
You asked for it again.
If you do that again, I'm going to touch your foot with my foot.
All right.
okay. So that's empty. Let's start discussing.
Yes,
what
let's
we've
rate here.
done.
Wait,
The
they're
first
done?
thing-
We're all out of them?
Yeah.
We're done.
That's-
The first
that
thing,
sucks.
This
I
is a
want
short
more.
episode. The first thing we had on this episode was the Mocha Latte
And
from
I'm going to be
Rebel
doing
Hard
this
Coffee
spice.
out, or from 12.5 Brewing, the Rebel Hard Coffee line out of Neenah, Wisconsin.
Do you want to join?
I am going to do this. Yes.
I want to make sure that there is enough for all of us to do the soup.
And then we need more for Derek later because he's going to chug.
Oh no, that's going to be Bolero.
Oh, that's right.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be Bolero.
That's right. So I'll start this time, I guess. And I thought the Mocha Latte was a solid try. It's got some nostalgia because it tastes like chalky milk. It's not a phenomenal coffee drink, but I don't think that's really what they're tilting at here. This is sort of like a hot buttered rum type of deal. Like I think you could serve these hot for sure, and that would probably make it good. Actually, we should try that. Yeah, solid try
Warm
for
it
me
up
on the
a little bit.
solid try for me on the Mocha Latte. I mean, they're
Definitely-
not carbonated, so you're not losing anything.
I could steam it. I have a
Oh,
steamer.
you probably could steam it. Oh, put some actual espresso in there. Make a latte out of
Yeah,
it.
just darken it just a touch.
Ooh, it sounds real nice. Anyway, Derek, how do you feel about the Mocha Latte?
You know, I'm not a fan of mocha specifically. Like, if we're just talking normal, like, coffee drinks, I could usually skip mocha.
Yeah,
I feel
I'm
like-
right there with you.
Mocha kind of, like, dilutes the fun coffee flavor and it just kind of comes chocolate milk. Like,
Right.
which is fine. Like, it's good, too, in its own way. But if I want chocolate milk, I'll just get that. That being said, good. I mean, at the end of the day, if you manage to blend coffee and alcohol instead of having them kind of, like, clash,
Right.
it's kind of an accomplishment. And I like it when it tastes like that.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's. No, you know what? I shouldn't detract from what you're saying there. Never mind.
So, yeah, I give this a fucking try, bitch.
Cool.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it, Em? The Mocha.
Try it. Very high try, honestly. It's not the worst hard coffee thing that I've had. And it's chocolate, and it's chocolate that doesn't make me want to kill myself because chocolate traditionally makes my stomach hurt, or at least milk chocolate does.
Sure.
Like there's some sort of chemical in the processing that does, and I've been fine so far. So try it. It's pleasant. It has like it's like It really is coffee milk with chocolate syrup in it. It's
Yeah.
delicious. You cannot taste the alcohol.
All right. And so the second thing we had was the vanilla latte, also from 12.5's Rebel Hard Coffee line. This is the only one that still bears the Brown Bomber branding. And I'm going to give this one a low try. It doesn't offend me, but it's not. It's the weakest one of the bunch. Derek, how do you feel?
I contest that, sir, because I think I particularly enjoy the vanilla quite a bit more. I generally tend to avoid chocolate.
Sure.
If I were to get a latte, it's usually vanilla, trending at least. And I thought this was a good example of that. It didn't taste like basic bitch, like, oh, vanilla milkshake vanilla. It tasted like it had that like nice little like richness to it.
Sure.
You
that
got
I
a little
usually-
bit more coffee.
Exactly. And the coffee came through a lot better.
It did
So-
come. I'll give it points for that. That's
In terms of accomplishing the mission statement of the product, this does it a lot better and in a way I personally prefer. So that's a buy from me.
all right. And Em, how do you feel about the vanilla latte? Bzz, bzz.
I cannot decide whether or not to give it a low buy or a high try. I mean, it's honestly, you could probably make vanilla coffee at home and then add booze to it and have it be better. But if you want a canned drink, then definitely give it a try. Yeah, high try.
All right.
It's good. It's really good.
So the third thing we had was the bourbon caramel latte, and I'm not the biggest fan of bourbon, but I'm still going to give this one a try because I recognize that is just a me thing, and if you like bourbon, you're probably going to like it a lot better than I did. And even so, I didn't hate it. Like I could finish one, I just wouldn't probably want to.
Do you like whiskey in general? Like Irish whiskey?
I like
or...
rye and scotch.
Okay, so if you like whiskey in general, you'll probably like it.
Yeah, if
Because
you like-
it hit a lot closer to just generic sour mash whiskey than actual true bourbon for me.
that's fair.
I think that they got a lot of the caramely notes that you typically get with bourbon from the actual the additive caramel. Like, there's no way that they used that much bourbon in that with the bourbon shortage going on.
There's a bourbon shortage.
Yeah, a lot of aged in oak barrel whiskeys or just in general are undergoing a shortage. It's the reason why we had a hard time getting brandy, specifically Hennessy and Cavassier.
Well, I mean, no major loss there.
So the lumber industry is taking a hit because of COVID. Distilleries are taking a hit because of COVID. Basically, everything has slowed way the fuck down. Farmers have taken a hit because of COVID, so they can't get the actual ingredients to make the alcohol. So bourbon was already under a pressure because everyone was wanting to get it.
Oh, is that what happened with Pappy Van Winkle?
Yeah, so there was a big bourbon explosion, like 3 or 4 years ago, right as
Right.
we actually came of age legally drinking,
Yeah.
and it became really expensive really quick. It used to not be that expensive for a bottle of Maker's Mark, and now it is. So I really do think that it's probably closer to I mean, it might be Ezra Brooks, but the bourbon is
See,
probably lower end, and all of the caramely wonderfulness notes are coming from additives.
I
That's what
think I think what it comes down to is they probably know it's not bourbon in there, but this is a drink for basic bitches. Let's
Yeah.
remember this. This is
Yeah.
a drink. Do you think those people are going to be like, they know what bourbon is? Because lots of dessert is bourbon like themed.
Mhm.
Like bourbon's just a popular go-to
I
like
mean-
shorthand for a whiskey flavored thing.
Bourbon brown better blondies are some of the best things that you can make.
Yeah. And it sounds delicious. Just like this sounds delicious. Now, if you titled that more accurately, would it sound as good?
No,
Exactly.
it's all
marketing
about
101.
branding.
Yep. Because I mean, as a technicality, there might not be any legal.
I mean,
Well, I mean,
Recourse?
I feel like it's difficult to. As whiskey goes, bourbon is pretty easy to make in the U.S. It's arguably the easiest kind of whiskey to make in the U.S.
But
because
it's
we
easy
grow
to
a lot
make
of
it
corn
badly.
here. Yeah, it is easy to make it badly, but like if it's bad whiskey and it's American bad whiskey, it's probably bourbon.
yeah. I mean, sour mash is the thing. I really do not like Jack Daniels personally, but that's because they use weird spice profile. But bourbon is really easy to fuck up. I mean, that's the reason why there was $10 cabin still, which actually is not that terrible. But I've had much worse for much more expensive. So
It's like the safe pick.
Anyway, Derek, what would you give the bourbon caramel latte?
That one, as much as I like bourbon and whiskey in general, I still think it's a high try for me.
All right. And Em?
It's a try. I mean, you can make way better at home using bourbon and coffee and creamer. So it's a try if you have it.
Something to be said for convenience. I mean, you can always. There's a lot of cases you could argue I could make it better myself.
Oh,
when you think about the time investment and the skills you have to learn.
Think the soccer mom at practice or at the game on Saturday morning. Oh, I'm just having a nice coffee. Thank you.
It's actually quite brilliant. You have to imagine that. I wouldn't know. It's not part of my world, but I imagine sports moms are having at least some kind of sneaky alcoholic beverage when they have to watch their kids play a sport for 2 hours.
I would say about half of them on the teams that I was on growing up did. Almost all of the dance moms did, but only half of the sports moms.
Those are art moms. You know, if you're the mother of an artist, if you created an artist, you also have your own demons.
Would you be able to live with yourself if you created an artist?
What's tricky is when you're both, and I was in dance and sports.
There aren't any dancing sports?
There's rhythmic gymnastics.
No.
You're a fucking dork. Don't speak to me.
You asked a question.
You always answer. You're like fucking Jeeves over here.
Oh my god. Way to date us.
Don't worry.
Ask Jeeves.
That Coca-Cola we're going to drink eventually is going to date us even more at some point.
I mean, it's older than us, so I think we're fine. We're cusp babies. We're half Gen Z, half
Call
millennial.
Me MC
we're fine.
Jeeves. That's my rap name.
Oh my god, no.
I'm switching your name in the chats.
Please do. Okay, so compose, deep breath in.
All right. The last thing we had in this episode was Rebel Hard Coffee Pumpkin Spice Latte, and I feel like it's no surprise. I'm going to give this a very high buy. I love it, and there's not much else to say about it. Derek, how do you feel about the Pumpkin Spice Latte?
I mean, it's good. It's good. You were right. It's ginger forward, but it's still a good product all in all. I don't even notice the alcohol. It just makes me want to drink more of it. 'Tis the season. Ta-la-la-la-la-la. Bye.
Yeah, give it a buy. A very high buy. It's the only one for me that's a true buy. Because it pulls off the pumpkin spice latte, or sorry, the whatever's pumpkin spice latte. Non-denominational coffee shop pumpkin spice latte.
Don't worry, you can say so just bleep it.
I do love the
just bleep the B.
I do love normal. I do love the original pumpkin spice latte. So this was a pleasant surprise. It was definitely ginger forward, but that wasn't necessarily a bad thing because sometimes coffee drinks with the pumpkin spice palette is like very heavy and it weighs you down and you don't get the brightness of the spices. So I really appreciated that it actually had some brightness to it. So give this one a buy.
Absolutely.
While you can get it.
That's buy from us. And you know what? I am going to use the instant clip. I don't care if it's copyright infringement.
Bye. But it's a small enough clip you can get away with it.
It's probably true.
Yeah, it's under 30 seconds.
Yeah, you can do a snippet of a song.
It's under 30 seconds.
Week.
You're fine.
All right, so we're all doing the soup this week because we liked everything that was here.
Clank. Wow, nice of you guys to join when it's easy.
Oh, that blends really well.
It does really blend very nicely.
The caramel comes through. You don't really get much of the bourbon.
I still taste some of the. I get some of the spice from the PSL.
Pumpkin. I do love.
I'm losing the chocolate though.
I don't care. She can stay out. We don't give a fuck.
I'm not missing the chocolate. It's there.
I'm not really. I mean, the vanilla is there, but it's more blended with pumpkin spice. I mean, that's because everything has vanilla in it.
Mm.
Yep, I would drink all of that very happily.
Yep. All right, well, listeners, this has been a very jolly episode.
Wait, hold on. I was not done.
Oh, wait. I hope that they do like a peppermint mocha one.
They do.
Or an eggnog one.
And you didn't
Christmas.
bring them?
It's the winter season. No, it's not winter yet.
We'll just have to revisit, okay?
Okay. I don't like to wait for things. Life
yes,
is short.
waiting is hard, and we're young.
Ish.
We're young.
Don't feel like it. So
age is a construct.
I think what Merlin needs to do is invent a time machine so that I don't have to wait, because that's just a nice person thing to do.
Look, just because I know what rhythmic gymnastics is doesn't mean I automatically know how to build a time machine.
Take the mocha one, add a little bit of peppermint mocha creamer, you'll be fine. Anyways, thanks for listening.
And thanks for fucking stopping.
And remember, go ahead and sniff the coffee. I mean, it's coffee. You're gonna
It's
like
coffee.
it.
It
I
smells
mean,
like nuts.
yeah.
You love it.
Hey, me again with the contact info for all you superfans and brand reps who want to send us stuff. You can slide into our DMs on Instagram at instagram.com/Seltzerquest, or you can email us at holler@seltzerquest.com. That's holler@seltzerquest.com. Stay tuned and remember,